We view our technology strategy as an enablement strategy. We look at it as the means to an end. So it provides additional access. It provides convenience.
You have talked pretty often about social determinants of health, things that fall outside of traditional healthcare, things like zip code, homelessness, climate change. Why are these issues so important to you and your role as CEO of a major health system?
There's no question that the climate change impacts the health. We may not know all the reasons why, but the effects of those changes impacts a person's health directly: respiratory problem, asthma problem. If there are no grocery stores, and we know how important good eating is, then it complicates how that community gets the right kind of foods. If you're living in a high crime environment, you tend to stay indoors more because of the fear of going on the streets.
When do you think you made that shift in thinking to looking at the total community?
It's been evolving, but I would say over the last decade, we shifted our board from a community benefit to a community health board. So it's a broader umbrella now that they govern management against in terms of how we're using resources, for what purposes are we achieving the tangible outcomes that we're going after. And then I think that as we really better understood that we needed to play a bigger role than just being a part of the community, we had to have a sense of ownership and sponsorship at another level.
Kaiser is using AI right now to assess suicide risk in your members. Tell me what role you see AI playing in the work you're doing with members today.
You know, I think the AI approach and strategy is clearly evolving. There's still a lot of questions about it because it's in the early stages. The challenge is, how do we continue to organize the thought process of how you do that and for what purpose? We have the deep data because we take care of our members from end to end. And so I think there are great possibilities that we may learn a lot of things that helps us to be better as a major care provider for our members and for our communities.
How do you see the traditional provider staffing model changing?
It's evolving now. Over time, you're going to continue to see the fundamental physician model being challenged by other thought processes and supported by technology. We too will continue to evolve with how do we leverage the entire team and make sure that the physician is doing the right things that he or she should be doing. The other opportunity for us continues to be how to think about the full scope of practice of some of our non-physician care givers, in particular nurses that can take on more. And they want to the full scope of their practice. And these are opportunities that we are leveraging as well, that is a satisfier done correctly to our physicians, a satisfier to our nurses, and a satisfier to our members. A radiologist and a radio technician today is very different in what they're doing than 10 or 15 years ago. And so the scope expansion is happening universally with the health profession, and that's exciting.